Greetings all, and welcome to Dave's Craft Room. And for today's video, I have huge news. My cousin is pregnant with a baby. So obviously, we need to make her a quilt for the baby, and it's a boy. So I've decided to make this pattern. This is actually gonna be a huge challenge for me because I never work with patterns. I like to just make my own stuff. You know, it's always right when you made it up yourself. You know what I mean? This, you can make a lot of mistakes. Oh my goodness, look at all these numbers. But I've decided to make this. Obviously, we're not just gonna follow it word for word. We're gonna make it, I'm gonna make it my own. I don't exactly know how yet because I have to read through the pattern and figure out how I'm gonna do that. But I think the pattern's gonna be really cute. I wanna make this for Anne. I also want to challenge myself to do, you know, harder things and follow a pattern and just kind of see if I can follow the pattern properly. Not that I necessarily have to, I am going to change it, but to see if I can follow it according to what I want to do and to see if I can kind of spin it and shape it into making it my own so it's one of a kind, so it's a special gift for Anne for the baby, which is due in a couple of months, so I need to get started on this. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Step one is gonna be to read the pattern all the way through. So let's see if I can make heads or tails out of this. I really don't know about this, but let's just go. Guys, this is hard. I'm only on page 1. Keeping things organized and following the directions step by step are keys to success. You can do this. All right, Liz. I see. To make the large quilt, you make 6 of each robot. For the small quilt, you want to make 2 of each robot. Okay. And there's only 10 robots. And there's only actually 5. There's 5 robots, 2 each, for a total of 10, but 2 each are the same. They're the same, according to the pattern, they're meant to be a different color. We're gonna just make them one at a time. Follow the piecing instructions. Just make them one at a time. So let's make our first Model 1 block. I'm like half confident in these choices, I guess. Let's just do it. Let's cut stuff. All right, you guys, this is incredible. This is the first block. It is so cute. It was not as hard as what I thought, but I didn't read the directions so much as look at the pictures, and I only made one. I want all of mine to be different. All of them, all 10 different from one another, so I can only make one at a time. So at this point, I'm gonna keep pulling fabric and so that I can make more, and I'm just gonna make them. Also, I added this border that was not on the original one. I don't know why I did that, I just felt like it. And I don't think I'm gonna do sashing per se, or this is gonna be the sashing. So that's all I feel like making right now. I'm gonna make the next ones this week and next week and so forth. I might film, I might not. So I'll probably check back in next time. Alright guys, so I've made all the blocks. They all look pretty good. It was actually a lot easier than I thought, although I didn't exactly go step by step. I'll show you the blocks soon. But first, we have to make one more very special block. This is fabric that comes from clothing that belongs to my grandfather. And I'm gonna use this to make one last block. Okay, he passed away last year, and since then I've been taking his clothing and making quilts. Look at these. These are huge. I love the blue color. Most of the fabric is not stunning, but I think it's gonna give us a very interesting vibe. So let's get started. This is the last block I have to do. This piece of cardigan is gonna be the middle, this B. So I'm gonna stabilize it because this is all kinds of stretchy. I'm gonna stabilize it with this iron-on stabilizer. I like to cut it rough first, just like a big piece, and then cut the size I need out of that. Now when I quilt it, I just need to make sure that I quilt this area down better than what I would otherwise, because it is, it'll eventually work itself off of the stabilizer, and if I don't quilt it down good, it's not gonna be good. But it's 4 by 5 inches. So that's gonna be the center. I think it's gonna work out. I don't know if it'll even stick. It'll stick for now, but it'll probably fall off.
To make it a little bit longer, I added stashing between the blocks going lengthwise, and then I added border fabric on the top and bottom. I chose a fried chicken fabric for the bottom and airplanes for the top. I decided to machine quilt this by stitching in the ditch because I realized it would be the best way to make sure the quilt was going to be durable. For the backing, I went with a blue plaid flannel that I've been using a lot of lately, and then I brought it around to the front to be the binding.
It's done! So this is the finished quilt, and I love it. It is very my style and vibe while still being the actual pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. And I love doing like random things like fried chicken and airplanes and stuff. So I hope Anne likes it for the baby. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching and enjoy your lives. I've decided to make this pattern. Elizabeth Hartman. Did you hear that on the camera? My house is haunted.